All right, we got a special edition of Bringing the Heat with Alec and Pete. Pete, we're gonna get into it, but he has to be at my house today for various reasons, and I couldn't be more happy. So those watching at home, on YouTube, you're gonna be seeing him and I next to each other, and I know you guys like that. So
should we explain why?
Let's get right into it.
So Pete's homeless again. Long story short, he had that set up, moving into his buddy's house there. And some things went down, So I'm there chilling with my buddy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on a little trip with my girlfriend. We're gonna go up to Maine, We'll go for 4 days. Would you mind watching the week-old?"
Shout out Maine, by the way.
Shout out Maine.
Great state.
Great state. They got the lobsters.
Shout out lobsters. Shout out Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
Good restaurant.
I've never been to a Red Lobster.
Really?
No, I'm not a big seafood guy.
Even with the biscuits and everything?
I don't know. I know the Outback biscuits are pretty.
They're good too.
Or Texas Roadhouse. That's what it is.
Really good.
Texas Roadhouse. They should bring those to like
one time. Me, Wheeler, my dad were there, and my dad's just wolfing them down like they're candy.
Yeah.
And the waitress comes over and he hands her it with like a full thing of bread, like more bread. And me and Justin look at it, we're like, please, like,
yeah.
He's just an animal.
Jeez. And they've got that. I think they put butter and cinnamon sugar inside of.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's just incredible.
Sure. Where was I? So yeah. So he's like, I'm gonna go take a trip to Maine. Can you watch the dogs, which are? He got these dogs a week ago, and they're like a month or two old German Shepherd puppies, and one has one.
And when he got them, like, it wasn't like, hey, we're getting them together. It's like, no, I'm getting these dogs.
Oh yeah,
like
no, he went with one, and then the girlfriend convinced him, I think, or something happened, and now he has two. So the second one he got, which he wasn't going to have originally, has like worms or something. So is just having diarrhea all over the place. Not to be. So I'm cleaning these cages out 3 times a day. Usually takes a half hour because you got to drag them out, spray them down, and make sure the dogs don't fuck around. 3 times a day, and come the 4th day, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna, I think, spend one more night up here. We'll be back tomorrow at 6." Okay. Same thing happened the next day. We'll be back tomorrow at 6. Comes back, basically a week-long trip, and every day I spent probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. And so he comes back. I'm driving home. He comes back and he goes, the place sends me this text. The place smells like shit, blah, 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 complaining and all that shit. I'm like, oh, it smells like shit. It's because your fucking dogs have diarrhea every single day. And so literally he texts us back, and then he sends some other stuff. And it was just like, basically said all this. So I was like, fuck this. I call up my brother and my other friend, and I'm like, bring your cars here. We're fucking moving out tonight. We moved all my shit out with a matter of an hour. Okay. So I'm living up at the family farm here now, and we've got it's wedding season.
What's better, Christmas or wedding season?
Christmas, in my opinion.
I love the lights. For one, those listening at home that watch the movie Wedding Crashers I was quoting Wedding Crashers, and he goes, Mr. Gray, and he goes, wedding season, and but whatever.
You got to catch him is at funerals,
Wow,
that's another one right there.
You're coming with
Meatloaf. Oh shit!
Best movie ever. Shout out
Vince Vaughn.
Shout out Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson's doing big shit with the he's the bad guy in Loki. I mean, Loki's. The new. Do you keep up with the Marvel?
Oh, see, I'm DC.
They got DC. Owen Wilson in the
to
play one of the big people in the Loki.
Really? What's Loki?
Loki,
like Loki, like I'm Loki.
Nah, it's not like that. There might be Loki elements to it, but this is Thor's brother, the trickery motherfucker, the green guy. Tom Hiddleston plays him. Long hair.
No. Tom?
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
You know Tom.
Yeah, we went to different high schools together.
Tom, sometimes he pops up at the automotive store there.
The one you were just at for your car every other day?
Yeah, so another situation.
Well, did we finish?
Well, basically,
let me ask you this: are you still friends with your buddy?
No, there's no more tie. We cut off.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't even mentioned it, but no, some of the stuff said is just not like just unnecessary. You know what I mean? I don't even know. But here's the thing: I've got tons of other friends. It's really not like it's whatever. But
That's
Alright,
sad.
yeah,
'Cause
well, you
you
know
always
what,
just talk about it, like, yeah, you know him, right? I'm like,
I
no, I
was
don't.
I decided within like seeing my house as I was driving toward it. I was like, yeah, I'm moving out. I was like, yep, I'm moving out. So I just called two people. I was like, and we got it out in an hour. 3 cars, all my stuff out in an hour. Um, I'm all set now in terms of that. Everything's dispersed where it needs to be dispersed to. And then my car broke down yesterday. Thankfully, literally 30 feet from the automotive place where I go. Some guy hopped out of a car. His wife put it in neutral. We pushed this motherfucker on the Vestal Parkway
Oh, you
over
probably
to.
lost a few lbs doing
Yeah,
that.
I've been losing some major
You
lbs.
look, you do look better.
Dude, that's what.
Is it the shirt?
I don't know. It must be. My girlfriend sees me today. She goes, "You look a little bit bloated. You need to start eating healthier." I'm like, what are you talking
She's
about?
saying that now?
Yeah.
Did she? When she met you, you were a train
Dude, when
wreck.
she met me, yeah.
You're better now.
I caught this video of me in freshman year of college. This is when I went out to California. I didn't have
Yeah.
enough money to eat. I came back. I literally I'm skinnier than you. I look like my brother Parker. Like that skinny. I don't know.
You think you're close enough to the mic?
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see after. You're leaning forward, but I kind of.
I'm so
Here, I'll move my seat
All
forward.
right, all right.
I'm not. It's. I don't know if it's ergonomically.
This
correct.
is built for midgets. This whole setup.
Okay, so the height difference.
I mean, you look
see.
good with the hat on, the hair. Like you look
Yeah.
good today. Like I could see why. I could see why your girlfriend's dating you. I don't see why when she's watching the podcast, she chose you. But that's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's why she always wants you to put the hat on in public.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But what else is? Yeah, but the car's working.
Yeah.
Car's working. Yeah, I was just talking with your grandfather there.
You know what we didn't talk about? The conversation. Should we talk about the conversation you had with my dad, or
do we
is
want
is that?
I don't know if that because that might be
it's
what's it called?
It's kind of incriminating, but not entirely incriminating.
I feel like just the idea might.
The idea isn't great.
We'll give it some time, and then we'll pop back to it because I feel like it's what's that statute of limitations.
Let's just put it out there. If you ever have any questions about possibly doing something not entirely ethical,
or if you don't even know if it's you don't even know if it's in a gray area or not.
Right. We can talk, and my dad does appointments and consultations. So
affordable appointments as well.
Yeah. He's So wait, what? So actually, I was out this weekend, and I met well, I mean, we could probably say her name. Your brother's girlfriend was out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, I went and said hi to her, and she's with like 3 other girls, and one of the girls was like, I don't know her. Like, I have no idea who it is. And I don't even know if you know her. I'm not sure.
Do we know her first name?
I don't. I mean, I was so. We can get into that night, but no shot. I remember her name. She's like, yeah, I listen to your podcast every week. I'm like, I don't even know who this person is.
Really?
She listens to her podcast every week. She's friends with Elena. Huge fan.
Would I have local? Was she local?
I couldn't tell you one thing about this. I couldn't. If I saw her right now standing right there, I wouldn't even know if it was her.
Really?
Well,
was this like a dark? Like you guys were at like Dose or something?
Colonial. We were at Colonial.
Okay.
I mean, that night started off. I got home I refed all day. Got home, showered quick, took 6 shots of Tito's within an hour and maybe a little over an hour.
Jeez.
And went to the bars, just like literally already like on the verge of like black and browning out. First, so I'm there with Lauren, our special guest comes out. I got there, she's there with a bunch of her friends and I don't know. And so she introduces me and my buddy, R. Fletch, who's been on the podcast as well, to this girl, and we shake her hand, and Ryan goes, "Oh wow, you got really strong hands. Yeah, like you have a good handshake." And I go, "I bet you're good at giving hand jobs."
No way.
Like I'm yeah.
In front of
first, I haven't said 2 words to this girl, and I just like I don't. She doesn't even know my name, and I'm like, "Yeah, I bet you're good at giving hand jobs." And she's like, "You'll never find out." And I'm like,
"Oh no."
Good answer.
Jeez. Damn. Well, you always got to have somebody around to say that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
You always that's that one person in your crew that
it was. I'm that guy. I'll do that. And here's the thing: it was one of those nights where I had literally like all 5 like my top. Let's say I have top 10 friends. 5 of them were out with me that night. Like, we had Y guy, my guy.
Yeah.
Zach, R. Fletch, Wheelski. I think that so 4. So I mean, I'm already excited. You know,
let me tell you, we got a buddy, BK that just moved to Nashville. So he's hitting up down there. Apparently it's lit down there. But the two Dos in Colonial for our local listeners, are popping off on Fridays and Saturdays. And college kids aren't even in school anymore. It's just people that just need to get out.
Yeah, dude, it's been fun. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, well, here's the thing. If you're ever trying to plan something with Pete and like it's time sensitive, whatever, don't even try to. So here's the, there's a good chance I'm going to be in, which is the irony of when this podcast ends, in a few months. Yeah. Sorry to break it to you guys, but, it's okay.
I'm moving to Mexico.
He's moving to Mexico. I'm going down to, all right. Anyway. So, by the time this podcast ends, there's a solid chance, by solid, I mean 90%, if not higher, that I will be living in Tampa, Florida, and Pete will still be in Binghamton. So literally by the start of the podcast, I'm in Binghamton, Pete's in Florida.
Yeah.
By the end, only a year span.
Yeah.
We're going to be totally flipped.
It'll be swapped. And then I possibly might send it back down there.
Well, I thought you definitely were sending it.
No, I definitely am, but I don't know what's the timing wise. Well, it might be the same time that you're sending down. I got to see.
Like might move down in August.
Oh no, I'm talking December.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Yeah, there's just like he's texting me something about going to look at stuff and flights. And here's the thing: I can't plan anything because one day I'm driving my car, the next day I have no car. One day I'm living in a house, the next day I have no house.
Well, anyone listening has booked flights before, and like, when you do it a month in advance, like there's not a lot of flights left. So I'm texting Pete. I'm like, hey man, like, okay, there's a few spots left. Like, cause we want to fly down together. It'd be kind of fun, whatever. So, there's only like 3 tickets left for this one thing. I'm like, hey, did you talk to your mom yet? Like, is that the weekend you want to go? He's like, yeah, no idea. Like, that's his answer for everything. I'm thinking, how the fuck are you, like, you're not gonna be able to get down there. Yeah. Like I'm buying them now because I like my driving. I feel like my car.
You're actually gonna. No, you're not. No, there's no. You're not. When I move, I will. When I move.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'm also gonna do that. But I have a car that was made in 2018, not made when before the guy landed on the moon.
I was told that you were your Ford Fiesta, right? I thought you were selling your Ford Fiesta.
Kia Forte. I would sell if I. The thing is, used cars right now are up the ass. So selling my car would make 0 sense.
Yeah, I could resell mine. So I got mine for under $2,000, which we've talked about on the podcast. I could resell mine for like triple value.
Are you serious?
It's got literally like, how many miles does yours have?
40-something thousand.
Mine's got 20,000 more miles than yours, and it's 23 years old. So if you think about it, it was hardly touched. So like, I don't know. We won't go into too specific here. Let's see what else is. Oh, here's the thing. I had an ex who I'm on great terms with her, but she just got married, and I bumped into her and her entire family. The night before she was going to get married. Yeah.
So you think she almost called the wedding off when she saw you?
Listen, dude. You know me. I'm at Colonial. I walk in and I say, the good thing is I'm on good terms in a lot of those cases. Can you say the same?
I would say the most recent ex, decent terms, like would text and like it wouldn't be weird. Like we're not gonna have a conversation, but we could text and like.
But like if you bumped outside in public,
would have a conversation. Yeah. Okay. Now, 2 exes ago, no. And that's more on her. Like I don't give a fuck, but I think like she cares.
Yeah, that's the kind of interesting.
What about the tall one that you dated?
We're not.
Like
no, we wouldn't. We would probably not.
No.
Talk. No.
Yeah. She posts a lot on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I'm not even. You run the LinkedIn.
Yeah, I go. Well, I'm bored, so I go on.
My buddy Ogo runs it too. He
runs LinkedIn.
I know, dude. I pop on. Here's the thing. I've been applying for some startup companies on this website, and so you put your
OnlyFans. They have
no.
Okay.
It's Barstool.
Oh.
No, but so you put on your resume, but then they also want you to put into the system your resume, but into their system.
Right.
And I say, fuck that. I just I put C resume.
Yep.
And it says occupation. I put, I don't even know, like self-employed.
Instacart.
Yeah. Instacart is dead for our listeners. I think we probably mentioned it last time.
I'm sure we have,
But
but
people, first off, everybody is encouraging everybody to get this vaccine.
yeah.
But have you seen the news recently with this whole they're like they're like the last vaccine for the entirety of like the flu vaccine, there was only X amount of deaths per year due to it. I guess this vaccine has totaled the entirety of how long the flu vaccine's been out. So say the flu vaccine
All right, let's explain this
killed.
better so
All
I
right,
can
let's explain this
understand.
better. Say the flu vaccine has been out for 15 years. Okay.
Okay.
And let's say there's been 1,000 deaths. Apparently, in one fucking year, this has caused. I'm not gonna say 1,000 is a number.
Where are you getting this news from?
This is no. This is on all of. This is on the entirety of the Fox, CNN. This is on. This is like. Guess who's hiding now? Fauci.
Well, he's hiding in his
keyboard elf.
his hobbit hole.
Because they saw his emails, and they think that this thing came from he got an email way back, and they go, we're pretty sure this started in a lab.
Yeah.
And so if that's true, then
and he just kept eating his like.
I've never seen New York pay for a commercial that's on so repetitively. That's a commercial that's based around getting the vaccine.
The one with
I'm trying to watch Hulu, and we're talking about they did a Hulu for Sunny in Philadelphia. If our people know this, it's called The Gang Gets Quarantined and stuff. But they joke around
really?
and but I see that commercial everywhere. I mean, couldn't we be putting our money toward? Some states are giving away guns if you get the vaccine. Do you hear about that? West Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah. Which that would make me go maybe a little bit.
I mean, what are you scared of getting the vaccine? Or are you not? You just don't care. That's what
I know. I want to wait it out because there's some weird shit happening. And when you're talking about vaccines, I'm sure you knew this early on in BU because weren't you doing some bio shit in BU early on?
Yeah.
These things. You know why they test them and it takes 4 to 5 years? They put them in like say a petri dish. And then it takes a long time. And all right, petri dishes.
Get closer to the mic, so.
All right. Petri, petri dish. We won't go with that. I keep saying petri dish. I don't know what the fuck.
No, that's right. No.
Yeah, it is. But things take a while in the body. You know what I mean? You know all those drugs they recall like 15 years, 20 years later. Yeah. It's because the symptoms didn't show up till whatever. Mm-hmm. So I want to give it some time. Here's the thing: they're not allowing babies to get it now. Like babies can't get it yet. You know how they did elderly people and then anyone above 16. Mm-hmm. The kids haven't gotten it yet. Why is that? It's not because the very young kids have weak immune systems, like very, very young. But once you get to like 8 on, your immune system just gets stronger. We have like the strongest immune system.
So what's the reason behind younger kids not getting it?
That's what I'm saying. They should have gone.
You don't have a hypothesis.
They should have gone elderly. I do. They should have gone elderly kids than us. We have the strongest immune system. And this thing preys on people who have weak.
Other than when it comes to allergies. Because let me tell you, the pollen is
we talked about it last time with the Nasacort. We should try to see if they can sponsor us.
And Zyrtec.
Yeah.
Shout out, we're just gonna shout them out. Shout out Zyrtec, shout out Nasacort.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shout out the other one.
The Claritin D.
Don't get Claritin D.
Claritin D. You know what? It doesn't even sound
What's
like
the D stand for? Because if I'm thinking what it stands for,
I know what it stands for, but I guess we'll keep it. Yeah, we'll keep it.
Yeah, this is an appropriate podcast. We don't.
But also for our fans, we are taste testing.
Oh yeah.
I think we can say it out loud. We can't show the can though.
Yeah, we can't show the can.
We're taste testing this the White Claw Surge. 8%. We got blood orange and cranberry. So listen, I'm at Colonial. I didn't even know this was out. And they're like, oh, somebody, can I get a Surge? I was like, it's probably one of those off-brand. Somebody, they bring it out. I taste it. I'm like, holy shit. Everybody's getting cranberry. Nobody's getting blood orange.
So here's why. I'll tell you why they're not getting blood orange. Blood orange is only sold once a month.
That's a horrible. Oh my God.
Come on, that's good.
That's okay. All right. So I know what you're playing off of. Jeez. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, that's quick. That's quick comedy right there. Was it improvising. You probably got a joke like that from your.
No, I thought of it. I was waiting for you to stop talking. So you guys.
Dude, the blood orange though kicks.
It's really good. I'm glad.
Here's the thing. You know what? People sway away from that. Why they sway away from blood orange? When you hear that, it reminds you of that shitty high school vodka that you would get and you would feel like crap. Do you know the Grey Goose?
Yeah, I know a
The
Grey
blood
Goose.
orange Grey Goose?
No,
Have
I
you ever
never had it.
Dude, it's
I didn't go to
you
I
just
didn't go to private school where they
yeah,
had
you
Grey
probably were
Goose.
drinking what Tito's.
Yes.
What's that one that tastes like it's
Oh,
absinthe? It's like,
Barton's.
is that what it is? The
What's
Irish?
the one that's really bad?
It's it's like a clear bottle.
Are you thinking one
No.
that's in a plastic bottle?
Yeah, what's the clear plastic bottle one?
Is that not Barton's?
I don't know. There's a different name to it.
Oh.
It's something that's really cheap. It's the cheapest.
Yeah,
shit.
well, okay, we call it Barton's. There's other ones like in other places
Yeah, it's like hand sanitizer grade.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but when it's in punch, it's fine. Like
Yeah.
when you put it in like with
in a tub.
like
and
at a
stuff,
tub, yeah.
And then you put other stuff in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not drugs. Not
Yeah.
drugs. Despite the rumors.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
What are you gonna do?
Isn't that kind of rough that you would go to like a party and like you take the punch? Back in the 70s, I feel like the punch was people just kept it straight up, but nowadays
Do you think people are actually drugging punch?
fraternities, let's say not the ones that we're in or that we were in.
Well, okay, so I've heard this argument before, and before I even joined a frat, one of my buddies that was in like a bad frat, like one of like the like kind of bad, but he's like, we always get rumors that we're doing all this, that. He's like, who has the money to just dump
Toss
a bunch
these things
of
in.
like, and I was like, that's a really good point.
Yeah, that is a good point. I feel like it's I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe if you had like a dealer in your frat,
Which I think is common.
is very common, because that's like I feel like when you're looking for people, that's sometimes a reason people get in just because they have those connects, because I don't know, but
I'm pretty sure my frat is kicked off campus, though. I don't think it's on campus.
Really?
Like that, the one that like when I was there was, and I don't think it is anymore.
frats are like, here's the thing. My brother was in the same frat as me, different school, but
Yeah.
same, but when the COVID shit happened, nobody was at school. It was like people were remote, people went home. Like, how do you? But they were still paying dues.
That's fucked up.
Like, how do you? I don't know.
Well, here's the thing about your brother is if you don't have his brother on Snapchat, you should get him because you get shirtless pics 3 times a day, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
So,
He lets. I think it's specific because he knows that you watch him.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
wants you to know where
he's
at.
looking good.
That's
He's
it,
getting
guys.
gains. Yeah, I'm glad to see that.
So,
He's one of those.
so he wants to get back on. His thing is his schedule is all over the place.
Well, he doesn't have a normal job. Like he doesn't have a 9 to 5. He works like a bar.
Oh,
Job,
he
right?
he works. He goes in at like 11, gets back at 4.
11 p.m.
Yeah,
Gets back at 4 a.m.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the tips. I mean,
I mean,
damn. Here's the thing. I gotta get my memory back to where it was. I feel like I haven't, dude. I haven't taken a course or a class in a while. And when you're just
Oh
doing
my
whatever,
God.
you're it just goes. But then when I get back to it, it's like, holy shit, I used to run this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, fuck you.
So Pete, I was actually thinking. So I had a friend of mine. She's going on a date with her ex, possibly getting back together with him.
Why would they go on a date?
So because they're possibly getting back together. So they're
do I
talking.
know
again.
this one?
No, this is my friend that I play tennis with. That you don't know. That yeah.
When in the hell do you play tennis?
I play tennis a lot.
At the tennis center?
No, like the free parks. It's about sport you can play for free all the time.
I
Especially
guess
in
if you're, like,
Florida.
90
Shout
years
out Tampa,
old.
you could play all year round. Anyway, so my friend, she's going on this date with her ex again. They're possibly getting back together, and she's asking me, she's like, because she's obviously, while they've been broken up for however many months, she's hooked up with other guys, and or other guy, I think one other guy, I'm not sure exactly. And she was like, should I? I'm gonna have to tell him. And I was like, why on earth would you ever tell him? Like,
Well,
okay. So here's where we're gonna talk. So this is where I'll tell you what I said
you
to
go,
her,
then I'll go.
and then you go.
Yeah.
So I told her, I was like, here's the deal. If you really think this is gonna work, coming from a guy's standpoint, and I'm like, I don't promote lying during a relationship. I don't think it's good, but in some instances, I think lying is okay if in this scenario where if he asks you, did you hook up with another guy, and that could be the end of the relationship entirely, and you think this could work for the long run, I would say just say no and just be good. Like, it's not like you cheat on him, just say no. Like, if that, and she was like, absolutely not, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna start a relationship on being dishonest. And I said, I mean, that's your opinion. I don't like, and I'm not promoting lying. I'm just saying in some cases it is better to lie than not.
Okay.
My opinion.
I'll give you mine. That in that scenario, if I found myself in those shoes,
Sure.
here's the thing. When you do that, and I think it depends on the guy. When you do that, you're setting yourself up. You're spanning the time that you're spending with the other person, but you're setting yourself up for if I find out about it, then it's like
Sure.
you knew this. It's really like how you take it. So like, I feel like there's been too many times that you're going. I think there's a if you stay in the same city, you're gonna find out about whatever.
Right.
So if that happens, in my mind, if somebody were to say, just keep it for me, just to keep the relationship, I'd be like, fuck that, fuck you, But I mean, I don't if it's not asked, you know what I
Well,
mean?
that's what she's like. I just hope he doesn't ask.
Because then you got those guys that don't give a shit,
In my scenario, so I said if I was him and if I like,
you gotta expect it.
no. So here, 4 months. Say girlfriend got back together with us for 4 months, and
Yeah.
she asks, or same scenario, and I would just not ask the question. I wouldn't. I would assume that she probably did, and just not want to know because that's like how I would be. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know him at all. So
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be controlling and want to know these things. For one, it's none of his business, really.
Yeah.
So like when you're not together with someone,
in that situation, the past is the past. And the second thing, I don't get getting back with the ex. It doesn't.
You think once you've been broken up for a month, like a couple months, you should not ever get back together.
Here's the thing.
All right, let's hear it.
If you break up for some reason, unless the whole thing has no value to it. If you break up for some reason. People change, but it takes years, and people change in some ways. People don't change. If it's your like instinct, the way that you were brought up, you don't fucking change that.
Right.
But little things, you're messy, OCD, that kind of shit, that can change, but it takes a bit. But if you break up, you got these couples that are on and off and on and off. There's no point.
It's not good.
No,
and I know from experience.
Yeah. It doesn't. Good. If you break up, you've decided, you know what? I don't see a future with this person, or this doesn't match what I see. And then you call it quits. And then when you get back together, it's like, let's try to build. All right, so here's the thing. Let's make before it's like, we're going to make a puzzle. The perfect relationship is a puzzle. You got all the pieces. All the pieces match up. When you break up with someone, one piece was missing, or one piece didn't match up. And then you take time off. And then you go back and you're thinking, well, maybe it'll be okay if that one piece is still missing. Maybe we can just make it look. It doesn't.
Now, that being said, have you ever had you probably have never done this. Have you ever broken up and then like gotten back together with someone and had sex when you just got back together?
No.
Let me tell you.
I don't
want either. I don't know what is wilder, either breakup sex, makeup sex, or getting back together sex. But something about like when you have a little distance for a little bit and then you get back together and you're like.
But that could be like a fight too. If you had a fight.
Right. Same, similar. That's what I'm saying. Like it's similar.
But I've never, in my mind, when I'm done with something.
So you've never had a relationship that was like
on and off? No.
Never.
No.
You know what's funny? I've only had relationships that were
on and off. Jeez. Yeah. I just don't like. If it's on, if it's on, like I don't like. There's no. If you can't make up your mind, then you can't fucking make up.
Well, I'm grassy. I'm grassy mind changers.
Yeah,
like 1 minute I'm like, yeah, and the next minute I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
But you also got to do what you got to do.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Early 20s. You can't tell me right now that early 20s aren't the most confusing.
Like 1920s.
No, like
early 20s,
roaring 20s.
No, I know what you mean. So
they're the most confused. I mean, I've never been more confused in my life about my sexual. I mean, I've never. I mean, think about it. I'm like every day. Like, I'm moving to Tampa out of nowhere. I'm moving to fucking Tampa.
Yeah.
Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I mean,
here's the thing. You in my mind, if you want to be serious about something, then you kind of gotta. Certain people can do the long term, the long distance. But if you're moving to Tampa in like a couple months, there's no point in you
Oh, I see
making
what
any
you're saying.
bridges up here.
Oh no.
But
I might start using that wherever I go. Is I'm just I'm moving and
Yeah.
I'm moving in.
bro, let me tell you, like I'm very not tied down to. I have a place I want to end up, like state wise and city wise, but I'm not tied down to like a lot of people. If they were kicked out of their apartment or like couldn't stay in their apartment the next night, they'd be freaking out. But you know what? I adapt pretty well, dude. And I'm always. It's all. Let me tell you this. It's all the mindset. It's your mindset. Whether you're doing, I was talking to my girlfriend. If you're doing a 12-hour midnight shift, but you're driving 17 hours from Florida to New York in one day, it's all mindset.
You by yourself, mind you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
insane for
Dude.
that.
But it's like listen, I just moved out of my house. My car broke down, and we're preparing for like a big like family event. All of those things and all that stress, it's all mindset.
Can I come to the wedding?
You can park cars probably if you want. We get
'Cause-
these little Italian boys to park the car.
They're like when
We feed you prosciutto as along the way as you get little packs of prosciutto.
we should hire a few of my cousins and I, and we just like act like we don't speak English, and
Yeah.
we're just parking your cars.
Well, your cousins would show up, grab whatever they can, and then we've been looking to your cousins for help with this podcast for weeks now, and we haven't heard contact back.
Listen,
from
my
them.
one cousin, not Marco, the other one, fucking literally, he's still in high school, like, and he doesn't do shit. Like he wakes. I played tennis with his brother
Yeah.
The other day, and he was telling me how he literally wakes up at like if he has school, it's still online for like most of the time, I guess, which is insane,
Yeah.
but whatever. And he literally just sleeps all day, like all day, every day.
Jeez.
It's like, what is
I don't
going
get how
on,
that.
bro?
I don't get how that goes down. Like, I don't know. I did great with my online classes, you know,
Yeah.
but dude, but there's a certain thing in high school. We're talking like high school, middle school. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that we just talked about was high school. Marco is
Yeah,
middle school,
but-
but
Dude, those were the days when you would just all the shit was going on, you know.
for one, school was fun. Like going to school in high school is like fun. Like
Yeah.
it's not hard, and like you go to see your friends. Like
College, yeah, I agree with that. College is more like college is chill if you're at a 4-year college for the whole time. But also, it's the kind of thing where you see those people that get on that grind aside from college. You know what I mean? Whether it's stocks or just some random shit. And it's like I truthfully in college, I was like, I'm learning about some bullshit writer, but I want to be out there in the profession making money. But
which is why you applied for Instacart.
Instacart, yeah. But no, but they did like the lounge couch shit, you know? That's
Huge. I mean, those that have listened since day
Dude,
one
you
know
can-
that went really big.
they have some, really big. You guys can check it out on Amazon, Alibaba, Firefox. I think Firefox and Chrome are both, you know.
Firefox. Oh, Firefox.
Yeah, Firefox.
Yeah.
Who started that shit?
Firefox. I think it was do you know who Christopher Walken is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Christopher Walken.
Yeah. He
wish I
I
could do
believe it was
impressions.
his brother started
Oh,
Firefox.
Janice Walken, but Janice is they're German, so that's a man's name.
Right.
Janice.
I think they are German.
Maybe. Yeah.
Walken's German.
I wish I
right?
could dude. I wish it was Morgan Freeman, dude, does the voiceovers. He gets paid
Yeah.
so much and he just talks. Could you imagine I've never
got a
found
great
an
voice.
easier job. He does, but
You think he's married?
I don't know.
I never hear him with a wife or anything.
I think he's more like a player, kind of like
You think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't
He didn't get big till he was like old too.
Yeah, but I mean, could you imagine? Wasn't he in Walk of the Penguins? What was it? Penguin March?
I think he was
Happy
in,
Feet.
Was he in Happy
No, March
Feet?
of the Penguins, the Discovery Channel shit. The Discovery
He was the voice guy. for
National
that?
Geographic, yeah. March of the
Oh, okay.
Penguins.
I don't know. I don't watch.
They got the
National
Happy Feet
Geographic.
guy in the background doing the tab. Owen Wilson was Happy Feet, wasn't he?
Owen-
We talked about
He's
it.
got a nice nose.
Dude, apparently his nose has been broken like 4 times.
I mean, it looks like it's been broken 8 times. So,
But
I
he
mean,
still plays it off. Do you know who? Wait, you know what? Let me just think. There was an actor who get this.
let's hear it.
Adam Sandler is not the most attractive, or just as you would see, like a leading actor.
Not
man,
a good body.
but he's so big in terms of like
Yeah.
he's Like
I mean,
he was
he's
on
hilarious.
SNL. I know he was, but like you would never think of that's somebody who doesn't have the look of a leading actor, but has just been he's all over the place. Like
Yeah.
he's got way too much money, and then he was doing that shit with like dude, he plays basketball on like Venice Beach, like just with
With like really
random
low, and you
strangers.
see how low his shorts are? Like
Bro,
like
you're
they're
always
down to
it's
his
those
fucking ankles. I'm
yes,
like,
and he's
how?
wearing a collared shirt.
Yeah, a fucking
That's
polo.
how much you're at that level where you're like, I don't even I'm gonna take whatever the fuck I see first in my drawer. I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna just go with it.
You know what I love about him? He's never in the news for like he just enjoys his
Dude,
life.
he's like a guy's he's like a bro. That's
He's a
what it
bro.
is. He just does what he does, and it's like you hear about all these people. Like if I had $100 million or I was worth net 300 million, a lot of people buy like 7 houses, dude. I wouldn't fucking. I'd make a nice house that I want to live in, and then like, if I want to buy a hotel for a week or something, but I'm not gonna like buy. I'm not gonna spend shit just to spend shit.
I think if I had that much, I would have 2 houses. One where I want to live,
Yeah.
and one in my hometown so I can go home, see friends, family.
Yeah.
That's what I would
But
do.
like the fact that these people spend so much money on just bullshit.
And I would buy wherever Fauci lives, like the Hobbit hole. I want to see what that's like.
Dude, talking about money, did you see the guy who won the Powerball wore a Scream mask for the signing? Because a lot of people don't. You could so here's the thing: you can choose to have yourself be anonymous, or you can choose to like sign it, in person. But
Right.
I don't know if there's a pay cut in whatever if you do anonymous because they're like they
don't
like
know.
that. But a lot of people like you do not want anybody to know if you win the Powerball. Family will texting you, people like it's
No.
and think about your safety too.
Dude, people murder
don't
you.
Yes,
Easily.
And so it's like I don't know. That's some shit that people don't think about, but it ties in. Yeah, I hope that the mic has been. You got a pretty strong mic. You've had a pretty strong.
I
mic
mean,
for a
yeah, I
while.
think it's okay. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
it's a fugazi.
It's fugazi. Do you think Adam Sandler's got a nice cut of beef on him?
What are we talking?
I mean, I don't know what else I could possibly be talking about.
See, I don't think about these.
I will say this. I said nice cut of beef. I think I said this last podcast to
Is it a cut or slice?
I said it to an 18-year-old cousin of my friend who's in Long Island, and she had no idea what I meant by nice cut of beef. And the guys all are
you
like,
might see like slice of sausage or something.
And she was like, oh, like his arms, he's got pretty big arms. I'm like, yeah, I'm not talking about his arms. So like, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
beef. Then you could be talking about like beef with somebody else.
Beef stroganoff.
Beef stroganoff.
You ever had beef stroganoff?
I don't think so. They got onions in those, don't they?
I have no clue what beef stroganoff is.
I think it's like a soup. It's like a beef stew, but with. You know what? I'm not the guy to ask
What's the
about
deal
food.
with this wedding? Like, why can I just like come by? Like, it's not like it's at a place, so I could just come by and like eat some of the food, right?
You could pop over. Problem is.
What are you gonna be doing during it?
I've got a seersucker suit that I'm rocking.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I had to get the waist extended a little bit just because summer things expand in the
Yeah.
summer, the heat.
Yeah.
It's a known fact, scientific fact. But
you're gonna get some good pics though with the girl. Like
I'll get some decent pics.
I hear wedding like here's the thing though, like, and you're not a super emotional guy. Weddings make girls emotional. So how are you gonna deal with that?
Well, here's the thing. My girlfriend works a 12-hour shift that day, so she won't be coming till later. So it's literally just gonna be me chilling. We've got
so you really I could be your date for the first 12.
You could
second.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my family would definitely have some questions for me.
Do I have to wear the dress or? Me and your girl look similar. If I like,
I got a question for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you rather say it's a casual summer event? Do you like a girl in a sundress or do you like a girl in like jeans and like a top?
I know what one you're gonna choose, but I like a sundress.
I like a sundress too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. I feel like a sundress is a nice like. You always see those movies, where they're in a sundress.
Hopefully, it's a little windy that day. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so you're saying for the
I'm
opportunity
disgusting.
Fact.
I'm
Okay.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's your mind's always down the gutter. But I'm thinking like, you know what I like? Do you know those who's that? Like Kate Spade? No. You know the colorful dresses and shit. They're like designer shit.
Oh, no. No,
No. Okay, yeah.
no, I don't.
I guess you should know it.
I
You would
mean,
have to have.
I mean, I wish.
Long-standing-
I mean, it would go along with like my, my how I am, but
Yeah,
I
and
don't.
everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Geez. I mean, all right. Well, then I guess what that conversation just kind of.
So like, because I like wedding. I've only been to one wedding. My dad's wedding. I was the best man because he has no friends.
Yeah, I heard
And
about that.
but like, I mean, are you excited? It's got to be fun, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be lit. Only thing is, I've
Are
been
all your brothers gonna be there?
only the one that's underwater
Will not be.
attending.
Yeah, he's not dead. He's just underwater.
He's just underwater on a submarine.
Can't explain why.
You know, he'll probably they might helicopter him in.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the 4 planes that fly over
The ones that hit the
Blue
tower.
Angels?
Oh
Oh God,
no,
damn
that
it.
come
Okay.
on.
That's a little bit soon. It's a little bit soon. Was it 20 years? Jeez, was it 2000, 2001?
2001.
I don't. Do you remember? I mean, we would have been 4. So
Yeah.
no, we don't.
I don't remember it. We were 3, I think.
I'm 97.
Me too.
We've been 4. September.
Oh, just turned 4.
We just
But when's your birthday?
I'm October. What are
yeah,
you?
I'm July.
Oh
So
shit.
it's come up. So anyone, thinking about birthday presents, July 19th.
18th.
19th. Did I say 18th? I meant 19th.
It was a little stumble.
Yeah,
We're
well,
gonna get
I
some-
started when I
You're getting
talked.
those hearing aids. I feel like I've been losing my hearing a little bit.
I have onset. Grassy onsets, they call me.
Is that like onset diabetes?
So is this Saturday the wedding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not going out Saturday night because you guys will be doing shit.
Yeah, no, there's some event going on for single Saturday night.
What? Whoa! What? Where?
I'll give no, I can't. There's a list, but I'll give you the details later. I'll give you the details.
Oh,
later.
is it the
Yeah.
tie time thing?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna be there.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
I didn't know if it was the thing, but here's the thing. I was like, my cousins own a cidery, so they're bringing down tons of like cider. It's like hard cider, But
Listen,
it's gonna be lit.
Here's the deal. If for some reason Saturday night gets to the point where it's like, yo, like Grassy, come by.
We
like
need Grassy.
We need Grassy. Like,
dude, you could be like that long lost like cousin that we like kind of know.
well, I
but
feel
we
like
don't.
everyone that's there is gonna be very white, have light hair.
Other side of the family is Italian.
Really?
Yeah,
dude.
The marrying side is Italian.
Dude, just throw me,
bro.
Come on.
But you can't go by Alec. You got to go Giuseppe or something.
Whatever. Give me a name. I'll go by
Pecorino.
Pecolini.
Romano. Pecorino Romano. That's your first name. Okay.
First Romano's my last name.
Reggiano Parm. Parm Reggiano. Like it'll be one name, Parm Reggiano. Basically, if I go to Wegmans and I see a cheese in there, I'm gonna put two of the names.
What about
Parm Reggiano Lancaster Grassy?
Fresh Supersada. Okay.
Okay, we're getting way out.
I want to go to a wedding because you know what happens here? If there's single girls at the wedding, here's the deal. They're gonna be thinking the whole time, oh my God, like I want to get married. And then they're gonna look to the right and see me staring at them, drooling.
Do you know?
Okay.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
Do you know where you see the single girls? That's like the 21, 24-year-old wedding. This is like a 30-year-old wedding. So the thing is, you know what I mean? Like you need to go to a wedding where, like, for example, my ex's wedding, she's probably gonna be 25.
Maybe. Yeah, she's probably 25.
24, 25. You got to go there because, I mean,
you think there's not gonna be a lot of young singles here? What am I?
I mean,
I doesn't even have to be young. I don't care. Oh, there's some divorcees.
I don't know if you could pull a 30-year-old.
I don't think I could pull anything, but I mean,
I don't know why, even out of like pity, they would like entertain the idea. I'm not sure, but that's for another time.
we'll talk later, maybe off air about that night.
We'll let them know next week.
Yeah, we'll update you guys
what went
on everything.
If you went to the singles party or the
the singles party. I hear a lot of people are going.
Sounds like a New Year's thing. You always see those TV shows at the singles party. It happens on New Year's, and everyone's like, "Oh,
yeah."
Shout out Ray Romano.
Shout out Ray Romano. Honestly,
I don't know what he's up to these days. He's still alive.
He's alive. I can't imagine he's doing well. He was in the movie The Irishman. Shout out The Irishman. It wasn't the best film ever.
Was he?
He was Bill Buffalino, which was Russell Buffalino's cousin and lawyer.
Huh.
Yeah. So shout out.
Yeah, shout out him.
Shout out the Scranton crime family because that's Buffalinos. And
Little last known fact: I had a teacher whose brother-in-law or something, or brother, was one of the main like big guys with the in the Irishman with the
what's the
with
name?
the group.
You
I don't
don't
know,
know.
but he looked one of the, like those Italian bouncers. Like, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
who do
The
you
guys that
know?
like
Who
that
do you?
pepperoni in their
Yeah,
pocket type guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
They beat the
Okay.
shit out of you. But
But yeah, this is I mean, bringing the heat out compete.
interesting week, interesting podcast.
Yeah, we have went from. I mean, I used to have piles of notes to us just really just talking about who knows what. And I mean, I don't know if the audio is good this week. We're doing it, together.
I think it'll grab.
It'll grab. Hopefully, it'll grab. I mean, I'll grab. You'll grab. We'll all grab. But have a great weekend, everyone. I'll let you know about how the wedding goes.
Catch you guys.
See ya.